You've probably heard about the 5 love languages. Maybe you even know yours. But the truth is that awareness alone won't transform your relationships. Knowing someone prefers quality time or words of affirmation is just step one. The real breakthrough comes from learning to speak their language fluently, not just recognizing it exists. This Blink treats emotional connection as a learnable skill, not an innate talent. Like mastering any new language, becoming fluent in your partner's dialect requires practice rather than perfection. You'll discover practical techniques for expressing care in ways that genuinely land with the people who matter most. With consistent effort, what once felt awkward or foreign becomes second nature. Eventually, showing love in someone else's preferred style will feel natural, creating the authentic connection both of you have been seeking. A couple sits across from a marriage counselor, seemingly content yet disconnected. The wife feels unloved despite her husband's daily efforts. He's baffled. He cooks her meals, tackles household repairs, handles endless chores. What more could she want? Her answer is simple: a real conversation. They haven't sat down and truly talked in years. These two people clearly cared for each other, yet they were communicating affection in completely different ways. What emerged from marriage counselor Gary Chapman's observations like these became the framework of the 5 love languages. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Most people have one primary language that resonates most deeply, along with a few secondary preferences. When partners operate in different languages, frustration builds on both sides. You pour energy into demonstrating care, yet it doesn't register. Your efforts seem invisible, and here's where it gets even trickier. Within each language exist personal dialects, individual quirks, and specific preferences that make expression unique to each person. Learning to speak your partner's dialect requires listening first. Psychoanalyst Theodore Reich describes the practice of listening with a third ear, paying attention not just to spoken words, but to what remains unspoken beneath the surface. This demands authentic curiosity about your partner rather than rushing to assumptions. For instance, instead of simply acknowledging feelings with a polite, "I'm sorry you feel that way," go deeper, ask meaningful follow-up questions. What's been weighing on you most recently? Sometimes your partner struggles to articulate their own needs. When you can offer words that express what they're experiencing, it brings profound relief. Suddenly, they feel truly seen and valued. Mastering any love language requires this level of attentive listening. You must understand when affection feels personal and meaningful to them specifically. But listening alone isn't enough. You also need empathy. That means stepping into someone else's experience rather than merely observing from the outside. Balance analytical understanding with sincere compassion, using both your head and your heart to truly connect. Through active listening and genuine empathy, you can begin picking up the nuances of your partner's love language. Let's take a look at the 5 languages and the special forms they may take. For partners who cherish verbal affirmation, hearing nice things isn't enough. They need to hear the right words at the right moment. These individuals are deeply attuned to language, often because their upbringing either starved them of positive words or surrounded them with it, creating either a void they're trying to fill or a standard they need maintained. Specificity matters tremendously to these partners. A generic "good job" barely registers, while a detailed observation, like noting how thoughtfully they navigated a difficult situation, resonates deeply. They crave precision because words hold tremendous weight for them. Your partner needs your words most during 3 critical windows. First, when they're feeling shaky, vulnerable, uncertain, or doubting themselves, your affirmations become their anchor, steadying them emotionally. Second, during transitions and change, when life feels unstable and they need reassurance about their capabilities. Third, surprisingly, during conflict, a simple reminder that you're committed to working through difficulties together can be powerfully stabilizing. However, authenticity is everything. Hollow compliments to smooth over serious problems, saying they'll be fine when they clearly won't, feels dismissive rather than supportive. Using affirmation as a debate tactic to win arguments destroys trust in your words entirely. And critically, your actions must echo your words. Raving about their talents while ignoring their contributions creates painful cognitive dissonance. Within words of affirmation, three distinct dialects emerge. Some partners thrive on encouragement. They light up when you champion their efforts and aspirations, showing investment in their journey. Others speak the language of appreciation. They glow when you acknowledge their specific contributions, whether big gestures or small kindnesses. Recognition of their value builds profound intimacy. Finally, some respond most to compliments, genuine observations about who they are, how they look, or what they've accomplished brighten their daily experience. Pay attention to what makes your partner's eyes light up. Their response reveals their primary dialect, guiding you toward the words that matter most. For some people, nothing says, "I love you," quite like your full, undistracted attention. If your partner speaks this love language, the specific activity you share together takes a back seat to whether you're genuinely present, mind and body aligned in the same moment. This language becomes particularly powerful during certain life circumstances, when your partner feels isolated. Perhaps they've lost touch with friends or are between jobs. Your dedicated presence becomes a lifeline. Similarly, during periods of emotional distance between you, carving out intentional togetherness can rebuild your connection. Even joyful anticipation, like counting down to a vacation, becomes richer when experienced side by side. Your willingness to share these moments communicates a simple truth: you matter to me. Genuine connection requires eliminating distractions. Squeezing your partner into a 90-minute slot between appointments feels transactional, not loving. Leave your devices behind and fully focus on them, but resist the urge to push for connection when they need solitude instead. Quality time speakers fall into four distinct dialects. Improvising types thrive on spontaneity. Think leisurely. Sundays with zero agenda or unexpected detours. If you're naturally structured, try building flexibility into your schedule specifically for their spur-of-the-moment ideas. Managing lovers prefer the opposite: predictable, scheduled connection. Weekly date nights and consistent morning rituals make them feel secure and prioritized. This dialect proves easier to adopt. Even if you are more the spontaneous type, you can start by committing to one regular shared activity. Planning enthusiasts find joy in preparation itself. They'll spend hours mapping out the perfect getaway, and they want you beside them during that process. Show you're invested by occasionally presenting your own carefully thought-out plans. Dreaming types also look forward, but with imagination rather than spreadsheets. They'll ask, "What if we," and envision grand possibilities together. Encourage these flights of fancy rather than deflating them with practicality. Remember, quality time strengthens bonds, but constant togetherness can backfire. Maintain space for individual growth alongside your shared moments. When someone's primary love language is receiving gifts, it's easy to assume they're superficial or materialistic. But that completely misses the point. For these individuals, presents represent something far deeper. They're tangible proof that you've been thinking about them, that you truly see them, and that you want to bring joy into their world. The beauty of this love language lies in its flexibility. What matters isn't the price tag, but the intention. Maybe you'll pick up those concert tickets to see their favorite band or grab that novel they casually mentioned weeks ago, but a carefully curated music mix or a digital scrapbook you assembled yourself can be equally, if not more, meaningful. The common thread is simple. These tokens communicate, "I notice you. I remember what lights you up, and making you smile matters to me." Understanding when gifts resonate most can transform your relationship. Naturally, milestones like birthdays and anniversaries are prime opportunities, but gifts become especially powerful during difficult seasons. Think small comfort packages during stressful work periods, or their go-to treat when they're feeling down. Random surprises with no occasion at all? Those might be the most meaningful, proving your partner occupies your thoughts even on ordinary days. That said, missteps happen when gifts replace genuine connection, like trying to smooth over arguments with presents or giving something that serves your agenda rather than theirs. A gym membership gift when they've never expressed fitness goals? That's about you, not them. Within this love language exist distinct dialects. Some people crave whimsical, imaginative gestures like surprise office flower deliveries or moonlit picnics. Others prefer utilitarian presents that genuinely improve their daily routine, like quality kitchen tools or ergonomic office gear. Some favor modest, everyday items, their morning coffee, for instance, finding extravagance uncomfortable. Still others treasure sentimental keepsakes, handwritten notes, inside joke trinkets, or photographs capturing shared memories. One final caution: more isn't always better. Watch how your partner responds. If their enthusiasm diminishes with each present, you're likely overdoing it. Strategic thoughtfulness beats constant gifting every time. Some people feel most loved when their partner rolls up their sleeves and gets things done. For those who speak the acts of service love language, thoughtful deeds matter more than flowery declarations or expensive presents. What makes this language unique is its demand for tangible effort. You can't just say the right words, you have to actually do the work. Maybe you'll handle that dentist appointment your partner keeps postponing, grab the dry cleaning they've been avoiding, or quietly tidy up while they're still sleeping. These practical gestures send a powerful message. I see you. I support you. I've got your back. Acts of service become especially meaningful during life's challenging moments. When your partner is drowning in deadlines, navigating a career change, recovering from illness, or simply feeling stretched too thin, practical help feels like a rescue rope. During these pressure-filled periods, washing the dishes or handling the grocery run becomes an act of profound devotion. Within acts of service, people speak different dialects. Some partners crave relief from their packed schedule. Watch for constant complaints about being busy or visible appreciation when you handle errands. Taking tasks off their to-do list makes them feel truly supported. Others need help with their biggest worries, the things keeping them up at night. If your partner visibly relaxes when you tackle their major concerns, you've found their dialect. This builds deep trust by showing that you'll support them through difficulties. For some, consistency and reliability matter most. Think regular contributions like always handling certain chores, managing bills, or proactively fixing problems. If your partner values routines and appreciates your forward-thinking initiative, this resonates with them. Others respond to small, thoughtful touches like buying their preferred snacks or warming their car. These everyday kindnesses create what psychologists call supportive presence, the comforting sense that someone's always thinking of you. Before diving in, simply ask, what can I do to help? Avoid doing tasks they actually enjoy and don't martyr yourself expecting applause. Choose meaningful actions over exhausting yourself with everything. For some people, connection happens through the body rather than words. Their primary way of experiencing affection is through physical contact, whether that's an embrace, a gentle shoulder squeeze, or simply sitting close together. This approach to love centers on creating bonds through bodily proximity, and when you maintain regular physical connection with someone who values this language, you're tapping into something powerful. Touch triggers oxytocin production, which builds trust and emotional security between partners. Timing matters enormously. During difficult moments, perhaps when your partner faces challenges at work or processes disappointing information, your physical presence becomes particularly meaningful. You don't need eloquent reassurances. Simply being there to embrace them communicates support. Similarly, during celebrations and happy occasions, physical expressions of joy intensify positive feelings. Physical connection can also bridge gaps when partners feel distant. Sometimes a simple gesture like reaching out to hold hands sends the message, "We're united." However, context is crucial. During heated arguments, physical approach might backfire, and you should always consider your partner's comfort level with public displays and their specific preferences. This love language expresses itself through many styles. Some partners seek comforting contact during stress, a stabilizing hand or embrace that says, "You're safe." Others prefer affectionate warmth through spontaneous gestures like hand-holding or casual touches while relaxing together. Playful contact involves lighthearted physical interaction that brings laughter, while romantic touch emphasizes slow, deliberate intimacy, perhaps swaying together to music. Protective contact provides security through gestures like a steadying arm during overwhelming situations, and expressive touch communicates emotions, whether celebrating victories with high fives or offering condolences through hugs. Restorative contact focuses on renewal through massages and soothing touches that activate the body's relaxation response. Most partners who value physical connection respond positively to multiple styles. The key is discovering which combinations resonate most deeply with your specific person. The main takeaway of this, Blink to the Love Language That Matters Most by Gary Chapman and Les Parrott, is that learning to speak your partner's love language fluently can transform your relationship. The 5 languages: verbal affirmation, dedicated attention, meaningful gifts, helpful actions, and physical connection each contain unique variations that differ from person to person. Success requires deep listening and genuine empathy to discover not just which language your partner speaks, but their specific dialect within it. Good timing amplifies the impact. Considered actions and words, rather than generic gestures, offer support during vulnerable moments, transitions, and challenges. Authenticity matters more than frequency. Your actions must align with your words. Gifts should reflect genuine thoughtfulness, and touch requires respecting boundaries. Like mastering any skill, speaking your partner's emotional language demands consistent practice. With time, what initially feels unnatural becomes instinctive, creating the genuine connection you both seek. Okay, that's it for this Blink. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next Blink.